You spent 10 straight years pulling all-nighters to beat an immortal cultivation game. You ranked first on the global leaderboard of the entire server. Your cultivation base reached the Supreme Emperor level with 1 billion years of power. You are above tens of thousands of people, with no one standing higher than you at all. You have all kinds of god-tier magic weapons and items at your disposal, but all of this is just part of a game after all. Right then, a pop-up window appears in the game. The game server will shut down in 10 minutes. Please enjoy your final moments with the game. The game you've played for a whole decade is finally coming to an end. Over these 10 years, you watched as your in-game friends stopped logging on one by one. Right now, in the entire game, you're the only player still online. Looking at the empty game interface, a wave of loneliness washes over you. Soon, it's down to the final minute. You open up the World Chat channel. Goodbye, Immortal Cultivation Life. You're the best game I've ever played. Goodbye, everyone. Hope we meet again someday. Then you head out to eat with your roommate, Luo Tao. But after you leave, another notification pops up on the game interface. From the official game team, in half an hour, the game will manifest in the real world. After dinner, you and Luo Tao go back to the dorm. You suddenly hear loud thunder outside. What the hell? Is the end of the world here? But right at that moment, a voice rings out inside your head. The Chinese game, Immortal Cultivation Life, will launch its grand manifestation in 60 seconds. Luo Tao looks around in panic. Did you hear that too? You look at Luo Tao in shock. I heard it too. What game manifestation are they talking about? It's called Immortal Cultivation Life. What kind of game is that? You realize what's going on instantly. Isn't that the game you've played for 10 years? Is this game really going to manifest? Will everything inside the game be manifested into the real world too? And just then, the voice rings out in everyone's head again. The 60 seconds are up. The manifestation begins. First manifestation item, cultivation base. The sky changes dramatically in an instant. Streaks of golden light beams fall from the sky. Your whole body is wrapped in a golden light beam. Supreme Emperor cultivation base fully manifested. Please use your power with caution. At the same time, the 1 billion years of experiences of your game character flood into your mind. It feels like you lived through all of it yourself. In no time, you've fully mastered your cultivation base. You also realize just how powerful you've become. Holy shit, look at this! Luo Tao suddenly yells loudly. You look over at him. You see Luo Tao crush a dumbbell to pieces with one hand. I'm only at body refinement realm and I'm already this strong. Then those at foundation establishment and golden core realm must be even more overpowered, right? Hearing what Luo Tao said, you almost want to laugh, because body refinement is the most basic realm. It's basically the very start of immortal cultivation. Only foundation establishment counts as a true transformation. Everyone below golden core realm is still a regular human, but you can't help feeling worried. Now everyone has gotten extraordinary powers. Looks like the world is about to change completely. Just then, the school's broadcast suddenly turns on. This is Principal Li Chun speaking. All teachers and students, please gather at the sports field now. Come on, let's go check it out. You say to Luo Tao as you look at him. Soon, all the students arrive at the sports field. The principal picks up the microphone and speaks. I believe some of you students have already gained these extraordinary powers, but I ask all of you not to use these frightening powers. As you please. Also, please report your cultivation realm truthfully. We need to collect this data for statistics. Soon, all teachers and students of Chindu University finish filling out the forms. According to the statistical results, the school management was completely shocked. There are 15,000 teachers and students in the entire school, and over 3,000 of them have received manifested cultivation bases. You watch the expressions of everyone on the sports field change, and you can't help sighing with emotion. Who would have thought that because of your persistence? You've become the strongest person in the world. Right at this moment, the teacher in charge of statistics suddenly yells out, Teacher Yenyu is at Mahayana Realm. In an instant, everyone's eyes turn in unison to look at a stunningly beautiful woman. Then Yanyu is invited to the podium by the principal to speak. Now that the game has manifested into reality, everyone who played the game will get their manifested cultivation base. But I want to advise all of you, don't abuse your power to commit crimes. Don't bully ordinary people who have no powers. And don't think you're the strongest person around, because there are people who are way stronger than you. As she says this, a memory pops up in Yanyu's mind. 5 years ago when she first played this game, she ran into a very kind player. He played with her every day and gave her lots of in-game items and props, fought monsters with him, and became Taoist partners with him. That's how he reached the Mahayana stage in such a short time. But she has no idea what cultivation level that master and Taoist partner of hers has reached now. All she remembers is that before she quit the game, he was already a heavenly immortal. But right after Yan Yu finished saying this, a loud voice suddenly boomed from the sky. Cultivation manifestation completed. Blue Star's area is now updating. First phase of global area adjustment. 10 times expansion. Cultivation leaderboard will launch shortly. Top-ranked cultivators will get generous rewards. Magic treasures will manifest in 3 days. Suddenly the ground started shaking. The regular people on the playground all lost their balance and fell to the ground. You close your eyes and scan the entire Blue Star with your spiritual sense. As a cultivator with Supreme Emperor level power, your spiritual sense can see far beyond the universe. And you are shocked to find that Blue Star's total area has expanded by 10 times. What's more, China's territory now has over 1,000 uncharted regions. There are oceans, forests, and deserts, all completely uninhabited. Not even a single living thing exists there. They just appeared out of nowhere. But this gives you a bad premonition. If the game content is manifesting into reality, will the monsters and NPCs from the game manifest too? Right at this moment, the whir of helicopter propellers came from the sky. Everyone looked up. A military helicopter was hovering right above them. As the helicopter landed, a man in military uniform stepped out. He looked like he was only around 30 years old. I'm Luo Wei, a member of the Cultivator Management Department. I'm also a Major General. After hearing his introduction, the teachers and students present were shocked. Who here has the highest cultivation level? Luo Wei scanned the crowd. I'm at the Mahayana stage. Yan Yu stepped forward and said, she could tell, the soldier in front of her was also a cultivator, just at a lower level than her. He was only at the golden core stage. Luo Wei was stunned when he heard that. He immediately bowed in a panic. Greetings, esteemed senior cultivator. If this was before, he would never have bowed. But this is the era of cultivators now. A Mahayana stage cultivator could crush him to death with just a single finger. Please don't do that, we're all Chinese. Besides, you people have contributed the most to China. Yan Yu was extremely flattered and immediately lifted Luo Wei up with her spiritual energy. Then I'll respectfully address you as Ms. Yan. I wonder if you'd be willing to join our cultivator management department to help maintain social peace and stability. Of course, it's my honor to serve the country. Gengo nodded. That's great. Let's go over there to talk in detail. Luo Wei and Yan Yu left the playground, watching the two of them leave. You used your spiritual sense to keep an eye on them the whole time, and you could even hear their conversation. Miss Yan, we plan to set up cultivation classes in every school and assign cultivators as teachers. You happen to be a teacher at Kindu University. Would you be willing to be the head teacher of the cultivation class here? Sure. Yan Yu didn't refuse. I'll report your situation truthfully to my superiors. Since you're at the Mahayana stage, you must know a lot more about the game. I didn't play for very long, but I know it pretty well. All the sects in this game are NPC-run sects. If they manifest into reality, all these NPCs and sects might manifest too. The strongest sect is the Qingyun sect. Its sect leader is a great golden immortal. Even its elders are either mysterious immortals or earth immortals. Luo Wei looked shocked after hearing this. He could imagine, if all these NPCs descend on Blue Star, it would be an absolutely devastating blow to the whole planet. That's a great golden immortal we're talking about. They can destroy an entire country with a single thought, even wipe out a whole planet. If we can't control them, it will be a catastrophe for China. But don't worry, Qingyun sect is a decent upright sect in the game lore. They won't hurt innocent people. It's the demonic sects you need to worry about. They eat humans, and even refine human souls for their cultivation. Those are the real threats. I'll report all this information truthfully. If these sects really manifest in China, it would be a total disaster for us. Oh right, do you happen to know Ms. Yan? What other powerful characters are there in the game? Like people stronger than you. There are tons of people stronger than me. When I was playing back then, I couldn't even make it into the top 50 of the leaderboard. All those players were above Tribulation Crossing stage. Especially my master who taught me to play the game. His in-game name is Xiaoyao Tianzun. He was already a celestial immortal back then. If he still plays the game now, he's probably already reached saint level, or even higher. You who were eavesdropping from afar, jolted suddenly, because you heard a super familiar name. Xiaoyao Tianzun. That's exactly your own in-game name. But you've had way too many apprentices. You couldn't remember who she was for a second. Looks like this master is really important to Yan Yu. Luo Wei smiled. Yep. Gengo nodded and said, We'll keep an eye out for this Xiao Yao Tianzun. By the way, Miss Yan, what's your in-game ID? For confidentiality reasons, we all use our in-game names when communicating externally. My in-game name is Shuixianzi. You were totally dumbfounded when you heard that. You never thought your in-game Taoist partner and apprentice was actually your own teacher, but you had no intention of revealing who you were, because that would be way too awkward. Shuixianzi, that's a nice name. All right, that's all for now. I need to head back and report what happened here. Then Luo Wei left by helicopter. You and Luo Tao also got ready to go back to the dorm. Suddenly, a grand primal voice rang out from the sky. The cultivation ranking is now open. Everyone looked up at the sky. The originally clear blue sky suddenly became covered with dark clouds. Right after that, a scroll that radiated golden light appeared in the air. You could feel the scroll contained terrifyingly strong spiritual energy. It's at least a top-grade innate spiritual treasure. After floating for 7 or 8 seconds, the scroll slowly unfurled, but there was nothing written on it at all. The grand primal voice of the great Tao spoke again. The cultivation ranking has been activated. It will display the top 100 cultivators. The higher your rank, the better the reward you get. Rank 100, Radish loves greens. Realm, nascent soul. Reward, 5 nascent soul pills. Rank 100 is only at nascent soul stage. That's so lame, no cap. You weren't really surprised by the cultivation ranking, because this game only blew up a year ago. Playing for a year max gets you to Tribulation Crossing stage. But if you stop playing, your cultivation drops from duels and monster invasions, so a lot of players lost all their cultivation. By the 10th year of the game, you were the only person still playing the whole game, but you didn't care about these nascent soul pills at all. After all, you have 999 of them in your inventory already. That's not the limit of how many you can get. That's the maximum the game allows. 2.5 hours later, the cultivation ranking had gotten down to rank 60. Rank 60 Shuixianzi. Realm, early Mahayana stage. Reward, Water Spirit Immortal Grass. As soon as this rank was announced, everyone was shocked. Rank 60 is already at Mahayana stage. That's totally insane. When Yanyu saw she only got rank 60, she was also a bit surprised. The people higher up are probably all at Tribulation Crossing stage. Not long after the ranking was announced, Yanyu got a phone call. Even though eavesdropping on calls is super unethical, you still listened in with your spiritual sense. It was Luo Wei calling Yanyu. He invited her to the Chindu branch of the Dragon Division to meet the leaders and discuss some very important matters with her. Yanyu left the playground right after. You kept your spiritual sense locked on her the whole time, because you wanted to find out what the Dragon Division really was. Yanyu soon arrived at a secret base deep in the mountains. Luo Wei took her to a meeting room. 7 or 8 people in military uniforms were already waiting there. Turns out they wanted Yanyu to serve as the deputy head of the Chindu branch of the Cultivator Management Department. Yanyu didn't refuse. As a Chinese citizen, she believed that since she had this power, she should take on corresponding responsibility. Holy crap, a Tribulation Crossing big shot. You withdrew your spiritual sense and looked up at the sky ranking. Just one look made you slightly surprised. Rank 51, Piao Miao Shenzi. Realm, early Tribulation Crossing stage. Reward, random acquired spiritual treasure. This Piao Miao Xianzi is also one of your in-game Taoist partners. When the game first came out, you met this girl. She was even a little rich girl. You saw her recruiting apprentices in the world chat back then, so you thought you'd give it a shot and sent her a friend request. You didn't expect her to accept it. After playing together for a few days, she suddenly sent you a Taoist partner request, asking to become your in-game partner. I thought they were just messing around, but turns out they were dead serious, and even sent you a bunch of nice stuff. Too bad though, she only played for a month before quitting, but she spent so much real cash on the game, grinded her way to the Tribulation Crossing stage in just a month. Seeing this name, you can't help but recall a lot of old memories. Right now, in a villa in Longdu, a beautiful woman is staring at the golden ranking in the sky. When she sees her name on the leaderboard, the girl jumps up immediately, waving her arms around excitedly. Woohoo! I made it onto the leaderboard. I'm actually 51st place. Who would have thought that game I messed around with years ago and dropped a little cash on for fun actually made me such a powerful cultivator? I wonder how that little kid who called me sis every day is at what cultivation level now, as the golden ranking reveals name after name. You see all of your cultivation partners on the list. There are 8 of them in total, all made the ranking, But so far you only know Shui Xianzi's real identity. At the same time, you've already gone back to the dorm with Luo Tao. If only I'd played that game more back then. I'd be a total big shot too. You chuckle and say nothing. You sit on the bed and close your eyes, using your spiritual sense to scan the whole of China, and find that the Cultivation Administration has started patrolling everywhere. Just then, Luo Tao suddenly yells out loud. You open your eyes and look at him, asking what's wrong. Luo Tao runs over and shows you the news on his phone. A female host is speaking on the screen. Right now, a large number of high-security prisoners have escaped prison after gaining superpowers. All citizens are advised to stay safe at home and do not go outside. If you spot any suspicious people, please call the official hotline of the Cultivator Administration immediately. You frown. No wonder the Cultivator Administration started recruiting and patrolling so quickly. Suddenly you sense something. You look out the window with a serious expression. Are you okay? Luo Tao notices you're acting off. Nothing, I'm just going to the bathroom. You pat Luo Tao on the shoulder and walk out of the dorm. The next second you vanish on the spot. Meanwhile, on a beach in Haidu City, several uniformed men and women are surrounding a man in a prison uniform. Wen Xiaoyong, surrender immediately. There's no way you can escape. Ha ha ha, you think you can stop me? Don't think you're the only one with cultivation powers, the lead man says coldly. Then a sword blade made of spiritual energy appears in his hand. He's at the Golden Core stage, and also a small team leader in the Cultivator Administration. Golden Core stage. You dare try to arrest me? Yun Xiaoyong throws his head back and laughs. The next second, a powerful and terrifying cultivation pressure bursts out from his body. In an instant, everyone in the team is blown back dozens of meters. He's actually at the spirit transformation stage. Someone quickly grabs the satellite walkie-talkie and yells, Spirit transformation stage cultivator spotted on Haidu City coast. Send backup immediately. Because the few of them simply have no way to stop Yuan Xiaoyong. Just then, Yuan Xiaoyong suddenly attacks. He slaps his palm down. In the blink of an eye, a giant blood-red spiritual energy palm forms in the sky, slamming down towards them. Everyone closes their eyes, waiting for death to come. But nothing happens. Yila opens his eyes in confusion and sees a figure standing in front of him. Who are you? Yuan Xiaoyong stares at the newcomer in horror because this man just waved his hand lightly, and his attack vanished completely. That casual display of power terrifies him. You don't say anything. You just frown at Yuan Xiaoyong. I'm sorry, please spare me. I didn't mean to kill anyone. Realizing he's no match, Yuan Xiaoyong immediately kneels and begs for mercy. You just snap your fingers lightly, and Yuan Xiaoyong is instantly turned to ash. His soul and nascent soul are both destroyed. Everyone present is shocked by what just happened. Thank you so much for saving us, sir. Yelo stands up and cups his fists in thanks. No problem, we're all Chinese. You don't want to reveal your identity, so you don't turn around. Just then, your spiritual sense detects that backup has arrived, so you teleport away immediately. Thank you for saving our lives, sir. The 5 team members kneel down in unison. Just then, the golden ranking in the sky speaks again. The cultivation power ranking announcement is complete. The top 10 rankings will be announced tomorrow. With that, the cultivation power ranking rolled itself up and vanished without a trace. Next day, news of global game content materialization spread across all major platforms. China manifested cultivation life. The US manifested superpower alliance. Japan manifested ninja era. The whole world fell into chaos. You were scrolling through Weibo and frowned slightly, just as you expected. The arrival of cultivators had brought tons of disasters to the country. They don't control their powers properly, which is an absolute disaster for ordinary people. You figured you had to do something. When order collapses, a strong figure is always needed to suppress the chaos and maintain order. And you just happen to be that strong figure right now. The cultivation power ranking activated again. This time it would announce the top 10 entries. After that, magic treasures will materialize, along with some demon beasts. Right then, the sky clouded over again. The voice of Hongmeng resounded across the sky. Hearing that, you flashed to the rooftop, frowning at the ranking in the sky. We haven't even sorted out the cultivator issue yet, and now demon beasts are about to materialize. I'm afraid the world will really fall apart then. Meanwhile, at the Chindu branch base, Yanyu looked up at the sky. A hint of expectation in her eyes. You must be in the top 10, right? At the same time, she thought of a line. You once said to her, Will you come back to play this game again? When you come back, I'll definitely be super powerful. And I'll carry you through the game then. Too bad you never went back. Right then, the voice of Heavenly Dao Hongming rang out. Number 2, 10th place, Taoist Qing Feng. Great Golden Immortal, full stage. Reward, innate spiritual treasure, sealed Buddhist Dharma. Meanwhile, in a deep mountain Taoist temple, a middle-aged Taoist priest suddenly opened his eyes. You reap what you sow. Who would have thought a game I played years ago would change so drastically? 10 years ago, when he was still a company CEO, he played Cultivation Life for a year and spent almost hundreds of thousands of yuan on it, reaching the full-stage Great Golden Immortal. But his company went bankrupt, and his wife and kids passed away, which made him lose all hope for the mortal world. So he resolutely joined the Taoist temple and became a priest. He thought his Great Golden Immortal level made him unbeatable, but he never expected there were 9 people stronger than him. 9th place, Great Celestial Immortal, early stage. 8th place, Great Celestial Immortal, mid stage. 7th place, Great Celestial Immortal, late stage. 6th place, Great Celestial Immortal, full stage. As the Cultivation Power Ranking announced the entries one by one, people started to panic. A full-stage Great Celestial Immortal only got 6th place. Are the rest all quasi-saints or saints? 5th place Killing Genren Quasi-Saint. Reward, innate supreme treasure, Lingxiao Divine Brush. Meanwhile, in an underground gang in Japan, a man shot to his feet abruptly. What? I only got 5th place. His name is Wang Zhengwo. He used to be a prisoner. He escaped prison after the game materialized and fled to Japan. He never thought his quasi-saint level would only land him in 5th place. Looks like staying here forever isn't a good idea. Wang Zhengguo felt a growing sense of crisis. 4th place. Heavenly Dao is weaker than me. Reward, innate supreme treasure, boundless immortal sword. Immortal grade pill, saint breaking pill. 3rd place, Great Power Heavenly Dragon. Saint, reward, innate supreme treasure, immortal slaying pagoda. 5 elements Saint Physique. Everyone was shocked when they saw the 3rd place reward. It's the Saint Physique that only exists in novels. Is this an exclusive reward for the top 3? Who could be 2nd place? Saint King, reward, innate supreme treasure, 5 elements blade. Longevity, Saint Physique. Everyone was dumbfounded. A whole Saint King only got 2nd place. How powerful is the 1st place anyway? Right at this moment, a strange change occurred in the sky. Golden 5-clawed divine dragons appeared one after another. At the same time, a deafening bell sound resounded across the sky. Xiaoyao Celestial Sovereign. Supreme Great Emperor. Reward, Heavenly Dao Supreme Treasure. Killing Bloodsword Mountain River Map. Immortal Lord Saint Physique. As the ranking revealed this information, the whole nation fell silent for a moment, but soon erupted into chaos again. Holy crap, what level is Supreme Great Emperor? Can anyone explain this? I know, Supreme Great Emperor is the highest level in the game. Even a Saint King is more than 10 major levels below that. He's actually a Supreme Great Emperor. Yenyo stared at the ranking, her beautiful eyes full of shock. Minister Legion next to her heard Yanyu's words and frowned as he asked, "Judging by your tone, you seem to know this carefree heavenly lord." "He's my in-game cultivation partner. We played the game together." Legion's eyes lit up immediately. He asked in surprise, "Can you invite carefree heavenly lord to join our department? I can even give him my minister position." "I'm afraid that's not possible. 'Cause I have no idea who he really is. And I don't have his contact info either." Hearing these words, everyone felt extremely disappointed right away. Meanwhile, Yanyu looked up at the leaderboard again. A flicker of hope crossed her eyes. "Who on earth are you? Can we meet again someday?" At the same time, the ethereal fairy on the other side. "My cultivation partner is actually the Supreme Emperor. I have to find him no matter what. I'm gonna latch onto him for all the benefits." The ethereal fairy put her hands on her hips, threw her head back, and laughed loudly. "Come here now." Several bodyguards pushed the door and walked in. "Search the entire internet for Carefree Heavenly Lord right now. Don't miss even the tiniest bit of info about him." At the same time, the Grand Mist voice sounded again. "The entire Cultivation Power leaderboard has been released. The magical artifact leaderboard will launch in 2 days." Then the leaderboard vanished from the sky. You closed your eyes as well. Your divine sense covered the entire Huaxia. Then you transmitted your voice to everyone in Huaxia. I am carefree heavenly lord. I know a lot of people are looking for my traces, but I won't show myself until the time is right. I am a Huaxia native. I will take action when necessary, but I won't join any organization. When they heard the line, I am a Huaxia native, people all over the country felt at ease immediately. Most of their worries dissipated right away. With a supreme emperor like this guarding Huaxia, who would dare to cause trouble? 2 days passed in a blink of an eye. The country decided to launch the era of national cultivation. Some regular schools were renovated into cultivation schools. Shindu University is one of them. Ganga took the part-time post as Kindu University's principal. You hid your true cultivation level and became a nascent soul realm counselor. Right now you are on the playground, teaching students how to draw spiritual energy into their bodies. Suddenly, dark clouds covered the sky again. Large-scale magical artifact manifestation begins. 10 minutes later, the magical artifact leaderboard descended. It will release the top 100 players' magical artifacts. Artifacts rewarded from the cultivation power leaderboard are not included. 1 hour later, 100,000 body refining realm demon beasts will appear across the country. Locations are random. 3 Grand Mist voice announcements were made. People all over the country were panic-stricken. At the same time, thousands of golden divine lights descended from the sky. One of the golden lights wrapped around you. Everyone on the playground looked shocked. Then Luo Tao said with a smile, "Don't worry, this is the large-scale artifact manifestation. Kong Kong is at nascent soul realm. He definitely has a magical artifact." Soon the golden light faded away. On the ring finger of your right hand, there was an extra storage ring. You used your divine sense to check inside it. All the artifacts you collected in 10 years of gaming are here. You quickly found the 2 rewarded artifacts. Their information popped up in your mind right away. The Killing Blood Sword is a special magical artifact. It can absorb blood to become more powerful. It automatically absorbs blood when killing enemies. If the owner gets injured, the blood stored inside it will be transferred back to the owner, healing all injuries in an instant. But you're not really interested in it, 'cause you can kill any enemy with a single thought. You don't really need this artifact. Then you looked at the mountains and rivers map. This is an artifact similar to a small world. Everything can be sucked into it and trapped inside permanently. Inside the mountains and rivers map, you are the creator god. Master, I'm Little Sword. Master, I'm Little River. Suddenly, 2 voices came from the ring's space. You were slightly stunned for a second. You didn't expect these 2 artifacts have artifact spirits. You 2 come to my Dantian first. After you said that, the 2 artifacts turned into streaks of light and entered your Dantian. Then you withdrew your divine sense. You called Luo Tao over and gave him around 20 top-tier acquired supreme treasures. Take these artifacts home for your family to use.
Holy shit, where did you get so many artifacts?
Take them, I have tons more. You smiled faintly, and just then, the Grand Mist voice sounded again. The leaderboard is now activated. Then a scroll fell from the sky, but no one cared about the leaderboard anymore, 'cause the demon beasts are coming soon. Everyone at the Cultivator Management Association is swamped with work. According to their investigation, a lot of unknown areas with abundant spiritual energy have appeared in Huaxia. The scariest part is, some of these unknown areas are very close to cities. China has over 200 million cultivators, but only around 100 of them are top experts. We're seriously short on manpower. Patrol cars on the streets are broadcasting reminders. All households must lock their doors and windows. Don't go out no matter what happens. There are 10 minutes left before the monster horde appears. All cultivators who joined the Cultivator Administration Department are already patrolling the streets. The moment they spot a monster, they must kill it immediately. These monsters are only at the body refining realm this time, but no one dares to take them lightly. People across the country are on highest alert. Security defenses are raised to maximum level. They're just waiting for the monster horde to arrive. Time passes little by little. You look at the pitch-black sky and say gravely, "They're here." Then lightning flashes and thunder rumbles in the sky. Thunder booms loudly non-stop. A primordial voice rings out again. The monster horde has arrived. 100,000 monsters have descended randomly. 100,000 golden light beams shoot down from the sky, landing in every corner of China. After the light beams disappear, monsters start appearing one by one. Right now in downtown Chengdu City. Wait, what is this? It's a monster at peak body refining realm. Who cares what it is? Let's just beat the crap out of it. The Foundation Establishment Realm Squad leader charges forward, gritting his teeth. The others follow right after seeing this. But when the monster sees the group charging at it doesn't show any fear at all. It rushes straight at the squad. One claw swats the Foundation Establishment cultivator flying. The cultivator gets up, endures sharp pain, and summons his magic weapon. He cuts off the monster's arm in an instant. Great chance, go get it! Several other body-refining realm cultivators see this and charge forward immediately. But the heavily injured monster punches all of them flying. You're no match for it. All of you back off. The Foundation Establishment squad leader charges at the monster again. He finally kills the monster at the cost of serious injury to himself. This monster is way stronger than ordinary body-refining realm ones. The Foundation Establishment cultivator says as he slumps to the ground. As soon as he finishes speaking, 2 more monster roars ring out nearby. Everyone present is shocked to the core. As for the overall situation across China, even though all staff of the Cultivator Administration Department are deployed, the monsters are scattered far too widely. They even have strength comparable to Foundation Establishment Realm. It's really hard to eliminate all of them right away. Perfect. Let me test my newly obtained magic weapons. You move your thoughts slightly. The Killing Blood Sword and Mountains and Rivers map appear in front of you. Go have fun outside, you two. Kill every monster you run into, hearing they get to go play outside. The 2 magic weapons are over the moon. Let's have a contest. Let's see who kills more monsters. Then with a whooshing sound, they turn into a red and a blue streamer and disappear into the sky. You smile helplessly. You keep your divine sense spread out to monitor China's situation. The 2 magic weapons are zipping around Kindu City. Nothing survives wherever they go. Everywhere they pass, monsters either shrivel up suddenly or get sucked away by some mysterious force. This weird phenomenon leaves all the cultivators totally confused. What the hell is going on? We haven't even made a move yet, and it's already over. On the other side, Yan Yu leads her team to an unknown area. Captain, there are at least 1,000 monsters inside. You can take all of them out if you make a move. Gengo no Diesu, when she's just about to attack, she suddenly senses a terrifying aura coming from behind her. Yan Yu immediately looks behind her. She sees a red streamer approaching rapidly. It zips past the group in the blink of an eye and rushes into the unknown area. So many monsters. I'm definitely gonna win. A child's voice comes from inside. Yan Yu and the others are completely shocked. Soon, they see what the unknown object really is. It's actually a red sword. Wherever it goes, all the monsters get drained dry in an instant. In less than 2.5 seconds, all 1,000 monsters turn into piles of skin and bones with no flesh left. What a powerful magic weapon. It killed so many monsters instantly. Does this magic weapon have an owner or not? Just as everyone is discussing, a Golden Core Realm man suddenly rushes forward. He reaches out to grab the little sword, to take it for himself. The little sword snorts coldly. You're not worthy. Except for my master in this world, no one else is qualified. It immediately turns into a streamer and charges at him. Yan Yu senses something bad is about to happen when she sees this, but it's already too late. The man who tried to take the little sword gets drained into a dry husk in an instant. When everyone sees this, they are horrified out of their wits. Right then, some people still tried to rush forward again, but they were all forcefully stopped by Yan Yu. Sorry for the offense. Yan Yu apologized with a fist salute. She just heard this magic artifact say it already had an owner. Moreover, the spiritual pressure it released was even a little stronger than hers. A magic artifact this powerful. Its owner is definitely someone we can't afford to provoke. Why are you apologizing? We have a great Luo Celestial Immortal backing us. Do you really think the staff of our Cultivator Administration Department are that easy to bully? This magic artifact has been killing innocent people recklessly. Its owner is probably just as bad. Right at this moment, a powerful spiritual pressure descended. The few complaining people instantly dropped to their knees. At the same time, a voice was heard. If anyone has a problem with this, you can come find me. The voice belonged to Xiaoyao Celestial Lord. Then those few people heard a cracking sound from their abdomens. Each of their dantians were destroyed, and they became useless cripples. Soon the spiritual pressure faded away. The little sword also vanished without a trace. The people all cried out in pain. Isn't he just a loser who plays games? If the game didn't disconnect on him, would he be this arrogant? A man yelled angrily, refusing to accept the result. But before he finished speaking, he was struck by a thunderbolt and his soul was scattered. The great emperor shall not be insulted. This time it wasn't Xiaoyao Celestial Lord, but the actual heavenly Tao speaking. Looking at the people she brought, some crippled, some dead, Yenyu felt extremely helpless. But there was nothing she could do. Who asked them to provoke Xiaoyao Celestial Lord anyway? On the other side, in the dorm of Chindu University, you withdrew your spiritual sense and looked at the sky. Well done. You flatter me, Great Emperor. I just slightly helped you punish those who insulted your name, that's all. Heavenly Tao's voice rang out in your mind. You took the risk of exposing yourself to take action. You probably need a favor from me. Go ahead. What is it? The Great Emperor is indeed brilliantly resourceful. I won't hide it from you. Although I'm only at the former Emperor realm, I can sense that one day in the future, this planet will face a catastrophic disaster. So I came to beg you, Great Emperor. If that day comes, please help save this planet. Sure, you nodded calmly in agreement. Thank you, Great Emperor. I'll take my leave now. With that, Heavenly Tao left. Half an hour later, Longdu Cultivator Administration Headquarters. Report, all 100,000 demonic beasts have been eliminated. A soldier came to report to Minister Li Long. Not bad. Much faster than I expected. Li Long nodded approvingly and praised them. But our people didn't kill them. Our people didn't kill them? Then who did? Li Long was stunned. To be precise, it was 2 magic artifacts. They only took half an hour to wipe out more than 70,000 demonic beasts. Li Long immediately checked the captured footage. He could only see 2 streaks of light, one red, one blue, fly past. Even slowed down 100 times, he couldn't tell what they were. Whose magic artifacts are these exactly? That are so powerful, Li Long said in surprise, and just then, another soldier walked over. Report! The Chindu branch is requesting a video report. After connecting the video feed, Li Long said calmly, What's the matter? Report! The 2 magic artifacts have eliminated all demonic beasts in Chindu. I already know that. Tell me something I don't know. We've already found out who owns the magic artifacts. It's the number 1 on the gold list. Xiaoyao Celestial Lord. I knew it was Xiaoyao Celestial Lord. Looking at it now, he's actually Chinese, and he's not a bad person at heart, Li Long said with a laugh. But he crippled 4 of our people, and killed 1 more. As soon as these words were spoken, Li Long's smile froze. He asked seriously, What happened? Then Li Zhen reported the entire incident truthfully. They tried to steal the Great Emperor's magic artifact, and even insulted the Great Emperor. He's already being extremely merciful? After Li Long heard this, he shook his head and sneered. Those few have already left the department and become cripples. This is already a huge blow to them. No need to pay them any more mind. Insulting the Great Emperor brings heavenly punishment. They got what they deserved, Li Long said coldly. Right at this moment, the office door on Li Zhen's side was opened. Yang Yo walked in and said anxiously, Minister, something terrible happened. Those guys who quit the department are live streaming online and accused Carefree Heavenly Sovereign of killing innocent people recklessly. Over 100,000 people are watching right now. Hearing this, Li Zhen, his face changed drastically in an instant, and Li Long on the other side of the screen heard that. He also turned pale with shock. Which live stream room are they in? Ban it right now. Do they want the whole world to be destroyed? But right after Li Long finished speaking, a sudden thunderclap rumbled across the sky. Looks like I've been too merciful. But the guys in the live stream are still barking wildly. What a load of crap, Carefree Heavenly Sovereign. He's just an otaku who got superpowers. If he leaves the game, he's a total loser with no future in real life. Hey everyone, you can grab 2 Good Me drinks for just 1 cent today. And they deliver right to your door. Everything at Good Me is just 1 cent today, pick whatever you want. And on top of that, these losers sneered in their heads because they didn't believe Carefree Heavenly Sovereign would dare to kill them in front of hundreds of thousands of people. Just then a sigh sounded. The 5 people who were condemning you in the live stream all turned to ash. Before the viewers could react, the live stream was shut down immediately, but many people had already recorded everything that just happened. In an instant, dozens of new posts popped up on online forums. There was a clear split in public opinion. But not long after, the authorities came out with a response. Li Zhen from the Chengdu branch apologized in person. After he explained the whole story in detail, netizens finally realized what was going on. Meanwhile, you were in your dorm, smiling at the content online. Angry? I've never been angry. Who gets mad at what ants do, right? You didn't bother paying attention to it. You looked up at the sky. The second wave of demonic beasts will manifest in 3 hours. 1 million body refinement stage demonic beasts. 100,000 Foundation Establishment Stage demonic beasts. One wave just settled. Another one is already coming, you murmured as you stared at the sky. Then you waved your hand. The mountain river map appeared in front of you. Master, what do you need Xiao He for? Go protect Luotao's entire family. Got it. Instantly, Xiao He turned into a stream of light and vanished into the sky. And you went back to the dorm. You still don't plan to take action this time, even though just a single thought from you can kill all the demonic beasts instantly. But if you do that, no one else will be able to grow stronger. Besides, these weak demonic beasts don't even need you to step in. A few cultivators above Mahayana stage can take them out quickly. Right at this moment, you suddenly look towards Haidu City, because your spiritual sense detected several people in black diving in the sea. These are people from the Ninja Empire. What do they want by sneaking into China? Then you vanished on the spot. Ready to meet these little devils. Haidu City coast. Right now, 4 ninjas have reached the shore. They looked around everywhere. After confirming there were no Chinese people around, they finally breathed a sigh of relief. What kind of game did the Chinese manifest? I saw online they can even fly. Why do they get to manifest such a powerful game? Let's cut the crap. Let's give the Chinese people a little gift. The man speaking pulled a videotape out of his pocket. What the Ninja Empire manifested isn't demonic beasts, but urban legend monsters, like Sadako, Kuchisakiana, Kappa, stuff like that. The reason they came here this time is to use these monsters to make China even more chaotic. Just when they were feeling smug, a voice came from behind them. A gift. We don't accept things from outsiders. The ninjas were terrified and quickly scattered. You were looking at them with a faint smile. I don't understand what you're saying, the ninja snapped coldly. He then pulled 3 shurikens from his clothes and threw them at you. But all the shurikens were suspended in front of you, unable to move forward even an inch. Got any more tricks? If you can't take me on alone, attack together. When the ninja saw his attack didn't work, he shouted again. At the same time, all of them formed hand seals, and clones started appearing one after another. Soon, 20 people had you surrounded. They started running around you quickly. Can't keep up, Chinese guy. This is our true power. Prepare to die, Chinese bastard. In an instant, all 20 people charged at you with kunai in their hands. 3, you said calmly. You only released a tiny bit of your pressure, and all the summoned clones vanished into nothingness immediately. The 4 ninjas were also sent flying backwards. So strong, who the hell are you? I'm just an ordinary student. Then another ninja roared loudly, fire style. Great fireball jutsu. Right after that, raging flames burst out of his mouth, engulfing you completely. Ha ha ha! This is a jutsu only our jonin can use. Chinese, you're dead meat. But the next second, they couldn't laugh at all anymore, because the flames died out. You were still standing right where you were, and there wasn't a single burn mark on your body. How is this possible? That jonin yelled in shock. This was his most proud fire-style jutsu. He could even burn Kuchisakiana to death easily. Why is it useless against you? Let me show you what real fire looks like. Idan snapped his fingers with a smile. The last jonin was suddenly engulfed in purple flames. The other ninjas were terrified out of their wits. What kind of jutsu is this? He only snapped his fingers, and someone catches fire out of nowhere. Fear shook them to their core. There was only one word on their minds right now. Run! The ninjas formed hand seals and burst into a cloud of mist right away. But they were shocked to find they were still in the same spot. You raised your right hand with a faint smile, and one ninja floated right into your palm. You grabbed him by the neck. The other 2 ninjas exploded into clouds of blood mist. They were super dead. Spare me, please, I beg you. What are you doing in China? The ninja didn't dare hide anything, and immediately spilled their entire plan for coming to China. Turns out they wanted to release Sadako into China, to stir up more chaos here. You guys are so disgusting. You looked at him with disgust. You threw him aside casually, and the ninja vanished into thin air mid-air. Then you picked up the videotape left on the ground. What's Sadako like anyway? I'll take it home and check it out. Then you went to an old shop that sells electronics. You bought an old VCR for a few $100. After you got back to your dorm, you put the videotape in, ready to see what Sadako really looks like. As the videotape started spinning, Sadako, dressed in white with messy hair covering her face, slowly crawled out of the TV. That's kind of interesting. You figured the time was right. So you released a tiny bit of your divine sense to lock onto Sadako. Sadako froze immediately, trembling all over, because she felt a unbelievably powerful soul force. She quickly scrambled backward, trying to get back into the TV, but she was horrified to find she couldn't get back in. Let me see what you look like. After you lifted her hair away, you saw a pale gray face with no facial features at all. You were a little disappointed. Well, since I'm done looking, it's time for her to die. You raised your hand to get rid of Sadako, but you suddenly had an idea. You looked at the trembling Sadako with a mischievous grin. Since the Ninja Empire sent me such a nice gift, it'd be rude not to send something back, right? Then you moved your divine sense a little. A surge of pure spiritual energy rushed into Sadako's body instantly. A few seconds later, Sadako knelt respectfully in front of you. She spoke in broken, stuttering Chinese. Master, you nodded in satisfaction. That burst of spiritual power didn't just boost Sadako's power to the golden core stage. It also burned your exclusive mark deep into her soul. Now that your power has increased, have your abilities gotten better too? Yes, Master. I can now appear through any electronic device. Nice. Go back to the Ninja Empire and kill as much as you want, you said with a faint smile. Then Sadako flew back into the TV. The videotape flew out on its own and headed straight for the Ninja Empire at top speed. I wonder how the ninjas will react when they see this gift. As time passed by, it got late at night. The monster appearance event started. Locations are random. As hundreds of golden rays of light descended, monsters appeared all over the country, and this time, most of them showed up in cities. At the same time, the strong people from the Cultivation Administration and the Cultivation Power Rankings started taking action. A single casual attack from them could take out a whole horde of monsters. With these people on the case, it'll probably be all sorted out in less than half an hour. Master, I want to go play too. Go ahead, you said with a doting smile. That's the end of the Magic Treasure Rankings announcement. Top 10 will be announced tomorrow. Elixir appearance event starts in 3 days, and the Elixir Rankings will be launched. You raise your eyebrows slightly. If a large number of elixirs appear, then the strength of the whole nation can improve rapidly. Great Emperor, when the horde of monsters appeared just now, a strange object came along. With the monsters to this world, it's not appropriate for me to show up. I'd like to trouble you to check the outer Huada mountain range on my behalf. The next moment, you appear in the forest. There's a smoking deep pit right in front of you. You use your spiritual sense to probe inside and find an unknown mysterious object inside. You wave your hand, and the object flies right into your hand. It's a crystal clear, blue object that looks like a stone, but it doesn't have any spiritual aura or energy fluctuations.
What is this?
Not sure, but it clashes heavily with my heavenly Tao rules. I can sense it doesn't belong to this world. I suggest you take it away, Great Emperor. It might come in handy later. Just when you're about to take it away, a voice speaking English rings out. Who are you? We spotted that treasure first. You turn your head to look and see 5 foreigners standing not far away. You ignore them. Put away the stone and get ready to leave. Suddenly an energy beam lands right by your feet. Chinese, you trespassed on our territory and stole our property. Do you even take the superpower empire seriously? Die, you say calmly. The arrogant man with an eye patch bursts instantly and turns into a cloud of blood mist. The others see this scene and are scared out of their wits. You Chinese, you killed my boyfriend. I'll kill you. At the same time, countless thunderbolts fall from the sky, striking straight at you. You watch the incoming thunderbolts with great interest and don't dodge at all, letting them hit you directly. The others see this and also rush to attack you one after another. Then you release a tiny bit of your pressure, and everyone is sent flying backwards immediately. I didn't want to kill people randomly at first. You only have yourselves to blame. Then you snap your fingers lightly. The Flash Man and the werewolf behind you, and the man holding a shield in front of you, burst apart instantly. Then you look at the woman summoning thunder not far away, with a cold expression. Do you like playing with thunder that much? No, I don't. Please let me go. The woman kneels on the ground, begging for mercy in terror. Thunder, come, you say calmly. The sky is covered with dark clouds in an instant. Are you an SSS class superpower? You almost laugh out loud. What a lousy superpower, how dare you compare with a cultivator? A red heavenly thunder covers the entire forest. The woman and her companions' corpses disappear from this world together. You shake your head, feeling a bit bored. During the fight just now, you deliberately held back from attacking to test the opponent's strength, but the strength they showed was only at the Foundation establishment level. I wonder what realm An SSS-class superpower is equivalent to, I hope they won't disappoint me too much then. Then you teleport back to your dormitory and start studying that stone. But no matter if you inject spiritual aura into it, or try to claim ownership by dripping blood, or even cut it into 2 halves, there's no reaction at all. Could it really be just an ordinary stone? Forget it, I won't overthink this. You put it into your storage ring, and pay it no more attention. Back at the mountain forest just now, a soldier from the superpower empire is looking at the tragic scene in shock. The whole team was made of A-class members, and they didn't even leave any corpses behind. Also, the whole forest has turned into coke. Who on earth is the enemy? We need to use the satellite to find out what exactly happened here. Yes, I'll go back right away to check the satellite surveillance footage. Then the soldier unfolds a pair of wings from his back and flies towards the base. The angel warrior returns to the base and immediately pulls up the satellite surveillance footage. Just when they are about to check the video the next second, all electronic devices in the entire military base explode. Even the satellite loses connection. Only the angel warrior is left standing there at a loss. At this moment, you are sitting in your dorm room. Suddenly a voice rings out in your mind. Great Emperor, someone tried to spy on you just now. I've already taken care of it for you. You nod after hearing this. The moment they pulled up the footage, you already knew about it. But you hadn't made a move yet. The Heavenly Tao already took care of it for you first. Great Emperor, have you found out what the stone does? There's no reaction at all. This object from outer space isn't simple at all. You said this is something from outer space, but my divine sense covers the entire universe. I've never found any aliens. Your Majesty, there's something you don't know. Ugh, I'm under a forbidden spell. I can't talk about it. All right then, don't disturb my rest. The Heavenly Tao leaves. You rub the space between your eyebrows. What kind of being can even place a forbidden spell on the Heavenly Tao? You have way too many questions in your mind. But no matter what it is, if it wants to invade, it'll have to get through me first. Right then, a primordial voice comes from the sky. 10 hours later, the third wave of demonic beasts appears on a massive scale. This time, 5 million body refining stage demonic beasts are arriving. 1 million foundation establishment stage demonic beasts. 100,000 golden core stage demonic beasts. Right after that, your and Luo Tao's phones go off at the same time. It's the notification sound of a WeChat group chat. The person who sent the message is exactly Yan Yu. 10 hours left. The third wave of demonic beasts will appear on a large scale. The situation is way more serious this time. All universities are required to organize personnel for patrols. Fellow cultivators who are capable are welcome to sign up actively. Looking at the message, your eyes light up. Anyway, I've got nothing to do right now. I might as well go out and have some fun. Maybe I'll even get some unexpected rewards. Later, you and Luo Tao sign up for this patrol mission. You even become a small team leader. Yan Yu assigned 5 cultivators at the body refining stage, and 5 at the foundation establishment stage for you to lead. Dawn the next day, you and Luo Tao arrive at the playground and say to the team members, later, everyone must follow my orders. No one is allowed to act without permission. Stay close to me. I can keep all of you safe. Yes, everyone shouts in unison. You look at the team members in front of you. That trace of hot blood in your heart is also stirred up. I've really been too low-key. Now that these demonic beasts have arrived, why not enjoy a real cultivation life? Let me use my nascent soul power to slaughter all of them.